Hi, everybody, and welcome to Sugar Wars. My name is Mike, and this is my new channel dedicated to taking the fight directly to type 2 diabetes and type 2 diabetes awareness and awareness for pre diabetics. Guys, um, did you know that one out of every two Americans might be pre diabetic? One out of every four Americans is probably a type 2 diabetic, undiagnosed, unaware. I have been living with type 2 diabetes that I know of for the past 8 years. Um, but looking back, I have experienced symptoms of diabetes and prediabetes probably for a good 13 years. I was first diagnosed back in 2000 and I believe 17, around there. I was told by my doctor that my sugar was high, so they tested my A1C and it was, I believe, like 7.1, which was like 1 point above being a diabetic or 2 points above being diabetic. And I said to myself, look, uh I'm not really that bad then, because my doctor said that, he's seen people with A1Cs as high as 11 or 10 or 12. So I said, well, I'm not really diabetic. I was in denial, absolute denial. I didn't want to think about it. I never got educated about it. And my only effort put forward was probably to reduce the amount of sugar I put in my coffee every morning and try to eat less junk food, which I eventually didn't do. Growing up, I was like a twig. I was like 6 feet tall, 160 pounds, 150 pounds, and I couldn't gain a pound. And it wasn't until like my early 30s that I started gaining weight, but it never stopped. But I also started feeling very tired over the years, which it got worse and worse, and eventually led to where like I would eat a meal and just like completely just knock right out. I ended up gaining probably almost 100 pounds. I was 270 pounds almost, and 265, I believe. And I couldn't breathe. My circulation was bad. I started experiencing a lot of health problems. And so around the time that I was diagnosed, I did not want to attribute any of that to diabetes. And it was just something that I didn't want to think about. But what started happening was more and more serious health problems. So, for instance, I developed severe neuropathy in my feet, and I developed poor circulation in my legs, which I had to have, a couple of procedures on two of my veins that weren't returning blood to my heart. So eventually the symptoms got so bad, I got so scared, I started taking it seriously. I did everything I could to get educated on diabetes. I did everything I could to learn how to eat properly, how to lose the weight. And ever since then, it has been a lot of work, but there is a lot of damage that I did to my body that is unrepairable. And I feel like if there's something I can do to help other people not have to develop damage like that to their bodies, or help other people get aware and get diagnosed, get treatment, and get educated on this disease that has become, I would call it an absolute emergency, health emergency. The entire country, because of what we're eating, what's in our food, we are absolutely all headed down that path to becoming diabetics. And that word gets tossed around so much that it just sounds common now. But believe me, it is no fun. I really, there's not much that I could eat at all. You have to give up a lot of things that you love. And, over time, I'll get into a lot of the things that are going on with me, but mainly the message for this video is to say hello and tell you guys my mission and reason for doing this channel. So, yeah, it's awareness, awareness, awareness. Get tested, get to your doctor. If you have symptoms, diabetes, if you are, don't have a lot of energy, you eat a lot of carbs and sugars, you don't have a lot of energy, you eat, you fall asleep. There's so many different symptoms, but if you're just overall not feeling right, get your sugar tested. Get a sugar meter, test your sugar. If your sugars are high, if you're pre-diabetic, you could still save yourself. Because once you cross that line into diabetes, that's it. You are basically given a sentence for life. And if you could do something about it now, do it. Over time, I'll be given as much information as I can on diabetes and pre-diabetes. I'll be sharing some really good recipes and foods. I will be testing some snacks. I'll be showing you guys what snacks I eat and how I did everything I can to get to a place where I'm feeling probably as healthy as I could be. But I do wish that I caught this a lot earlier. And hopefully, if we could even help one person catch it early enough to prevent them from becoming a full-blown diabetic, then I will feel good. I am here for anybody that is newly diagnosed as a diabetic or anybody that is newly diagnosed as a pre-diabetic. I know what it's like to be uninformed. So listen, I don't have, a lot of subscribers. I don't have hardly any subscribers, but if you see this video and you need help, reach out to me, comment, let me know what I could do to help you. Because you can turn it around. You can turn it around if you're a pre-diabetic. And sometimes if you're a diabetic, you could turn it around. But sometimes it's a little bit of support that we all need, because a lot of times, we'll get encouragement from our family and friends, but, they don't really know what we're going through. So it's kind of hard. And it's hard to put it all together in the first place. So it's very confusing in the first place. So that's about all I have for you today. It's just short and sweet. I'll be putting out more content as time goes on, but yeah, get out there, get tested. What's your A1C? What are your sugar levels? If they're high, talk to your doctor, see what you could do about it. If you need advice, guidance, help, I'm here. And that's it, guys. Have a nice night and get those sugar levels checked. Thanks, guys. Have a good night.